Hi, welcome to Indoor Micro. I wanted to reintroduce today my original micro DWC system. I had made a video on this in the past, and there were some issues with the video quality and stuff, so I had to take it down. So it's been missing on my website and on my channel for quite a while now, so I'm gonna go ahead and redo that. So this is the original 64 ounce or half gallon micro DWC. It's a white food grade plastic container. It has a 2-inch Ponix Farm net pot. These are really nice, really sturdy, and they have a wide rim to prevent fall through, so that will never happen. Lately I've been including 2 air stones with the units, because if one happens to get dirty, if you're using a heavy concentrated nutrient like I do, you can swap it out, and while you're cleaning one, you can go ahead and swap it out with another one, so it kind of just keeps you going. So lately I've been including 2. Hydroton, enough hydroton to fill the net pot and get you going, and 4 feet of airline. And this silicone airline, it's really nice and pliable. And I don't include air pumps. I don't include air pumps with any of my systems. This system or the dual site 32 ounce micro DWCs, because I just feel no need to play middleman with a air pump. Oh. I am so sorry about that. Whoa, dropped my camera. Sorry, that's going to be in the video too. But yeah, I don't include air pumps because it helps me keep my price low, and I don't want to mess around with buying an air pump and then just middleman selling it back. It's just kind of redundant to me. So you will need your own air pump to run these systems. So this is everything that comes with the kit. This sells for 20 bucks, free shipping, priority shipping. You can check out my website for more information. And before we go into what I got growing in this and showing you the kind of the crazy results I've had with these little systems, it kind of went well beyond what I intended. But if for any reason you have any questions, or you just want to shoot me a message or anything, you can check out my website and contact me on there, or you can leave a comment in the videos, and I'll get back with you. So now we'll just jump over, and I'll pull this plant that I've been growing in here in the micro DWC for today would be 158 days. It's a ghost pepper, and it's completely filling this tent. So let me pull this thing out and I'll show you what's going on with this thing. Come on, baby. Holy moly. Okay, so check this thing out, man. This is 158 days old. It started flowering about week 18, and it's a little over week 22 now. So I'm still not seeing any peppers on this, but as you can see, this little micro 64-ounce reservoir, and this is the plant I got coming out of this thing. And if I can, that's the problem. Yeah, exactly. This is not what I intended for this little system, and you can see how it's totally fallen out there. The plant is sorry about all that. When it was in the tent, it was kind of supporting itself on the walls, so I'm trying to see if I can keep this thing from falling down here, but oh man, oh, it's kind of like bloopers, outtakes. If I could just get it to sit still. Yeah, but see, that's the problem you have when these things get too big. When it was in the tent, it was pushing itself on, you know, it was standing straight up because both sides were pushing against the tent, and it's going to sit still for a minute. So this is totally not what I intended for these systems. Originally I wanted to just, you know, design something that you could grow smaller plants, herbs and stuff with. But, oh god, it's going to fall again. This was just kind of a see if I could do it type of thing. And you can definitely grow a big plant in one of these as long as you can support them. But again, it's not what I intended. This was meant for small plants. So one of the reasons I brought this out, not only to create the product video, but also because I'm going to trim this thing. I'm going to trim it because it's totally fills up that tent. It's going into the lights. You can see parts on here that are burned by the lights. These were actually touching right on the light bulbs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hack this thing down quite a bit and put it back in the tent, and then I'll just keep going and maybe I'll get peppers. I don't know. But I need to definitely downsize this thing. You can see how huge of a plant that is. So I mean, it's totally possible to grow a big plant in one of these as long as you can keep it from falling over. So small plants are no problem, but once they get to where they're hanging out real gnarly like this, it wants to tip over. And not so much the reservoir, but the net pot wants to kind of fall over a little bit. So yeah, I'm gonna trim this thing up, and I just wanted to show you guys what these little systems can really do. I mean, you can go nuts with these things. If this thing is all 2 days away from being 160 days old, so you know, you can grow pretty much whatever plant you want in here. And again, that's not what I intended, but this is just how it happened. So look at this massive thing. I mean, this thing's got to be 3 feet wide, or 3.5, 4 feet wide, and 3 feet tall at least. 3.5. It's a big old plant, all from this little 64 ounces. And when the plant this big, and it's been this big for quite a while, but I'm topping it off like every other day, just to keep up with the growth, because this thing just sucks up the nutrients and the water. So cat, he's having a ball up there. So yeah, I'm gonna trim this thing up and then I'll put it back in the tent. So yeah, guys, if you're interested in one of these, check out my website, indoormicro.com. You know what, leave a message, leave a comment, whatever you want to do, guys. I love to talk to you guys. Thanks to all my subscribers, and to the people that have been buying these things. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you in the comments. All right, guys, take care. Three feet tall. Pretty crazy. And about about 4 feet wide. Incredible. Let's trim this thing up and put it back in the tent. Too bad this thing didn't have peppers on it. I'll be harvesting them by now. Now you notice it's when it's trimmed up and it's about this side, it sits fine. It's not tipping over anything. It's just when they get too crazy, too big, it wants to tip over. So yeah, anything like this, perfectly fine. And the plant's somewhat symmetrical, so it sits nice and even. But I think that's good enough. I think that's good enough for now. We'll throw it back in the tent and keep on growing it. Maybe one of these days it'll give me some peppers. Could take the time to clean that tent, but I don't think I'm gonna. This is a 36 by 30 by 18 inch deep grow tent for anybody that might be curious. I haven't mentioned that before. So now we got some room again. While I'm down here, I'm going to go ahead and top this baby off. Okay, so here's everything I trimmed off of this pepper plant. And we got it nice and trimmed up again. We got some room in here again. There's a couple I might still want to clip. I could do that later though. So we got room again. And yeah, back to growing this thing. So yeah, if you guys are interested in these, they can grow a nice big plant, as you've seen. And if you're growing smaller plants, there'll be no problem. These things are super easy to manage. As you see, I just mix a gallon of water and I top it off. As the water level goes, it'll get dropped down. I'll bring it back up and just keep doing that. It's really simple. Anybody that's just getting into hydro, there's no easier system to learn on. Yeah, any questions, anything at all, just message me, get on my website and message me on there or leave a comment. Alright guys, thanks so much. Take care.